Hi everyone, my name is Elizabeth and this is my narrated video for this reflection. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first question was, with a focus on the demographics of our imaginary class in mind, interrogate you using CSP, SJE, and UDL, three content standards associated with the grade that you are wanting to teach in. So the grade that we have in a group is grade 3. So that I'm going to base my constant standards on grade 3. Here I have my first content standard, which is what I'm using for my group, which is students describe the American Indian nations in their local region long ago and in the recent past. It says describe national identities, religious beliefs, customs, and various folklore traditions. And so I included the cultural sustaining pedagogy. So this content standard is great because they want students to look more closely at others' national identities, their beliefs, and other traditions. I put for the social justice education is this allows students to compare and contrast how the traditions are there from theirs or what their beliefs are compared to theirs, and etc. So here I kind of put like a picture of a fruit because it shows like the differences, but they're both fruit. So I put that picture. I thought it was neat. So I'm going on to the next one is number 2 content standard is 3.3 students draw from historical and community resources to organize a sequence of local historical events and describe how each period of settlement left its mark on the land. I put research the explorers who visited here, the newcomers who settled here, and the people who continue to come to the region, including their cultural, religious traditions and contributions. So the cultural sustaining pedagogy, I put this content standard is great because it focuses on organizing sequence events of historical events and what's happening during that time. And I put for the social justice education, is this allows students to compare with the different type of events that has happened in their lives and see if others can relate. So I create for this picture, I kind of put like the sequence, like 1, 2, 3, and 4, and so on and so forth. So going on to the next standard is content is 3.4 student understand the role of rules and laws in our daily lives and the basic structure of the U.S. government. So determine the reason of rules, laws, in U.S. Constitution, the role of citizenship in the promotion of rules and laws, and the consequences for people who violate rules and laws. So the cultural sustaining pedagogy is this content standard is great because students will have an insight of how rules were established and what happens if the rules aren't followed. For social justice education, I put that this allows students to talk about some of the rules we have here in the US and talk more about it if students have questions. Okay, so universal design for learning. I put all 3 standards can work great if you incorporate UDL into the classroom. Teaching these content standards can give all students an equal opportunity to learn so much great information and get them engaged to ask questions, participate in activities, and share their own thoughts. So it says describe any challenge or question that occurred for you during your completion of question 1. Is a challenge that I had was hopefully like understanding the question and answering number 1 right. And another challenge was that I was trying to figure out if I can use the content standard that my group has chosen to do for our learning objective, or if I had to choose another different one. I hope I did it right. So I put the one that my group did, and I chose 2 of the different ones. And a question I had was, did you want 1 substandard or 2? I included 1. I hope that was okay. How does your developing understand of anti-racism influence your thoughts on the content standards and students who you will be teaching? So I put that I now have a better understanding of the useful information I have read. This has allowed me to be mindful of other students in my class when teaching these content standards and making sure every student has an equal opportunity to learn. I will also keep in mind about the CSP, SJE, and UDL when teaching my students so they know they are in the safe space and embrace who they are. And that's the end of my video. Thank you so much and have a nice day.